Hello, happy Fridays, ladies and gents. Back with another Sims edition. This time we're building in my neighborhood, and you can see my house right here. And these are the two cake houses, I call them, in my neighborhood. And then the medium house. And then they just gave you a large empty property right here, in which I chose to build the King Harrison Estate on. And I kind of want this neighborhood to kind of blend in together. Meaning, I don't want my house to be the nicest house around. I want my neighbor's house to look the part to keep up our community property value. Alright, and so this is the house that we're working on, and kind of started late after I had did some additions. But on Sims 4, PlayStation 4, once you go to, I believe we're in like the desert land, you enter that, you'll see the style that they give you. It was a medium, modest, enough room kind of home. 5 bedrooms, 4 bath. I like to stretch it out and just I like to have ample amount of walking space even in my real life. I don't like closed in quarters or closed uh, real tight walking areas. I'm just not a big fan of that. So in Simland I always build according to what I like. It's my favorite part. We had pulled out the back end of the house and made this little shelter in right here. Um, and this is just the second level that comes out and provides a little shelter for the rain. Wink, wink. We always have perfect weather, but one day it may start to rain. And you come out under this little shelter right here. It's just so neat. I just pulled this back farther, and we got that little cul-de-sac right there. Expanded the house. I kind of wanted another house in the area to be on a large scale as well, so my house just didn't look like boom in the middle of ticky tacks. It had a little fence in right here that went like right here, and it was actually really cute. Kind of gave me the kind of Spanish style theme going on here, but kind of also gave me that this was an apartment building. I don't know. It's just I didn't want to see that across from my home, you know. So I tore down the fence and I tried to give them maybe like a fence that started like right here and did that. And I'm like, you know what? I'll leave that up to the future home buyers. Alright, when I got it, I can't remember the price of it, but it was sort of like 189 was the lot value, and we got it up to 199,827. I'm gonna fiddle around here so we hit $200,000. I was just build a couple of other projects I did last night, and came to the realization that like I try to build something really like cheap and affordable because I want to move one family out of this house into another one, and their budget was like $40,000. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just throw something together and make it as cheap as possible. Well, that was hard. When I looked up at the lot value, it was at $116,000. I'm like, okay, so our company can't build cheap houses. I mean, you can, but just the items that's required to keep the budget low, I'm just like, I rarely go for them. But if I had a budget that I could not go over, then we will be shopping with those items. But I know a cheat code for that family. So I've gone ahead and built the house. The lowest build that Kano builds, it's 116. We got one over in Newcrest. I think that's like a $49,000 build, but it's a 2 bedroom, and it was a 4 bedroom home that we built for 116. I'm gonna take you here in part 2 of the program. But yeah, I'm just totally in love. I always like to keep the heating and cooling, you know. For a place that never rains or never snows, I'm pretty sure we get our hot days in there, and you don't want to be caught in a huge house with no central heating and cooling. Um, you can use your imagination that you have it, but these people sitting right outside the house, so they have it in my imagination, and we have the box to see it, to certify it. I didn't do any fans, some southern fans. I feel like it would be beautiful out here and sitting. And they also use this as a sitting area, but I'm like, dude, this is the suburbs. We're not gonna sit on our front lawn, and you have a wraparound porch house. So I kind of broke this on up, tore their wall down, and this is where you guys can chill on your wraparound porch. Um, in this neighborhood, we do not sit on our front lawn, nor do we barbecue on our front lawn. Turn this mailbox around. I want our mailman to actually walk upon the property and enjoy, and make it a little difficult. Not to make his job difficult, but I don't want no quick drop in and drop out. No, you gotta walk and actually go up to the mailbox and enjoy this great acreage. Enjoy the view. Enjoy sweat equity Kano put into building these homes. And this is a sim build. I did not build this from scratch. The additions were added in, but I did not build it from scratch. My apologies for those who homes I may have sampled from the open gallery. I did not pay attention to the names, but I've said from here on forth I would. If I use sample any of your houses or sims from the open gallery, that I will write down your names. I will give you a shout out, and we should link and follow, because I can see the spins that I did to your build or your person. See the collaboration. Plus, I like to acknowledge people, builders for their builds and for the sims that they create. It's fun. It's more funner to do it that way. Everyone gets their shout out, their recognition. We get to see their imagination, I guess. But this is a Sims build. It's a pretty thin dining room area. I stretched this out. It was way much smaller than this. Maybe stop right there, and I stretched the living room 2 out. I believe this is the second living room. It has 2 living rooms, and I believe I stretched this out. Well, I know I stretched this out and stretched that out to give it more house. It was like more property than house, which is nothing wrong with that, but it kind of just looked odd. And I wanted something, at least a medium-sized house, to be close, so my house doesn't look greedy and pompous-y. No one likes a pompous fella. And but everything in here was original. I left original before it was built by the Sims or the creator or Maxis or the computer. Left things original in here. And I didn't do to me that much altercation. I just added that fireplace and added the chimney on top and the HVAC system. Stretched out some bedrooms. Put a little lighting out here. And I guess before I go, covered patios. We can go ahead and put a ceiling fan up to the covered patios. I want to go with the brown one, the dark color. I like dark colors. I can kind of work with them and matching them up and setting the area or space off with some dark colors. And in real life, my apartments are furnished with mainly black and brown. And, you can just black and brown, dark colors. I'm more comfortable with. I want to step outside of my realm, but I'm afraid of making a clown house. The day that I step outside of my realm, I would definitely record it so people won't say, "What happened? Are you gone mod?" I haven't gone mod. I guarantee it. I was just trying to go outside of my comfort zone with dark colors. And one right here. No, they're not my column out, so I'm not too keen on that. Alright, and let's see. We have a patio. This is more of a walk from the door. Where's the door at? Well, someone's bedroom patio stretches. I'll wrap around this one. Whoever has this bedroom, kid bedroom, they can just come out and walk around to the front. And unfortunately, this one, older persons, could give them a patio door and let them share. But I'll leave that up to the new home buyers. I don't like to spend too much time in here because I get to adding my touches, and the house that the family I had moved with the $40,000 budget, and I ended up giving them the cheat code and boosting their budget up, and they were able to buy the $116,000 home. They were able to get their home. They were happy. I was happy. I would give them 2 fans in this little walkway. I normally like to put the fans over, like generally in this area right here where they're sitting, chilling, hot summer day, sipping on sweet tea, and turn the fan on. But the roof isn't extended out much, and I kind of don't like the extendo roofing, like this part right here. I can be silly and throw a fan to cool off the hot air, but and this is not extended out anymore. It's kind of hard to explain, but I don't want to stretch it out anymore just to cover this. It's not speaking to me that way. I really don't even like this area right here, but I had to extend the roof out. And when I was stretching it out, I actually can push that roof back in, but I'll leave it. And yeah, so I think that's all the fans that we're going to furnish for today. As long as these pretty much got their fans, that's pretty good, and there, and yeah, we're good. That's all the time that I'm going to spend in this house next to mine. I'm going to let the new homeowners add their finishing touches to it, and let's see, we're at 202,767. Awesome. That is 5 bedroom, 4 bath. Stretch the house out so it should be comfortable. Yeah, so this is a $200,000 home. This is actually pretty nice, pretty big. $200,000 home. house like that in a prominent area. That would be awesome. Alright, I'm gonna exit on out and check out the house. $116,000 house. Let's see. If we can ever get a load, that's good enough here. Alright, the family that used to live in this house right here, where I'm pretty much trying to do to this area, this home, the home across the street, as you can see it pop up as I go to it. Um, this is the bakery that we built last night, and we've been moved this home out a couple weeks ago. Eventually going to clear out the Springscape home and also the Vista Quarry. I'm going to bulldoze these lots, and hopefully this can be 2 more spaces for business. I want to make this strip right here a business strip that kind of carries over right here, across the street, and that right there, and it can stop with these 4 properties, the business district, and less more good businesses pop up, then I will get rid of this home, move this family out, get rid of this home. I left them though because after I had found a place to build the bakery, and that was one of the businesses that I really wanted. Heads up, when you do use items from the open gallery, such as houses or even businesses, and even though it's not the game that you're playing, like I got this bakery from Sims Businesses, so it was in an open gallery for Sims Businesses, so I guess that's what game it came from. So it had all this nice little display cabinets and had cupcakes and cakes displayed in them, so I'm like, awesome. And when I brought it into my town, guess what? You already know it. The display cases were gone. It's a way that you can like put cabinets together and make them, configure them a certain way and make them be certain things. Like it's a way that you can configure some cabinets together and it will be like the cabinets with the glass door where you can see through and see your dishes. I'll show you here what I'm talking about. And well, I just don't know those configurations. So itsy and giddy that I could Google, my phone sitting right here, but it's like no, let's just have at it and get it there. But I'll get there. Maybe someone can share a comment on how to do that below. That'd be cool. Let's see. I want to show you guys. The bakery isn't finished yet, but I guess show it off. And this was someone else style build, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name. But yeah, if you're watching, just drop a line and under the comments, and definitely give you the recognition that you deserve, because it was a pretty cool bakery. I liked it. I'm gonna exit out of here and then go back to the town where we have moved that family. Also moved a cinema complex into the town over, which was Willow Creek. And we also built a burger joint that, of course, it was one of them Sims businesses game when it came over. All the cool features that grabbed me and made me download it onto my game. It did not transfer. So I'm not so antsy and giddy about the burger spot as I was when I first synced it. And whoever built that, just drop a line if you're watching. And you built a very cool restaurant. This is the Birch family. It's the family that we moved out of the house I just previously showed in an area that the King Harrison family is trying to get into a business. They're trying to extend the business district to those three properties and eventually turn them into business properties. Before we go to the Birch house, I do want to go back. I believe I need to switch residential to the bakery. I mean, business to the bakery. I don't know if it's under business or residential. Okay, they want us to, let's see, information? Oh, crap. Alright. Alright, info panel. Alright, there we go. Ryan's Bakery. And lot type generic. So saying a lot is generic. Um, so I'm not gonna put anything in there right now. Okay, I'll just remember to, let's see, generic. Okay, I guess we can leave it generic. Yeah, I guess we can leave that generic. Alright, we can go on to the Birch family, I believe. And they're already moved in. They've been kind enough to let us do a walkthrough of their home. So we're gonna go on and hit the Birch families. And this is something that I'll do together. This is one of our low-end houses. We can make even lower. But we kind of well, I wouldn't say we prefer not to. We prefer to stick with what we're good at. And we're good at making houses from $100,000 on up. Cause I like to feel good after the build. I don't like to sell anyone slop, cause I wouldn't live in it, and I wouldn't expect anyone else. But people's budgets are at different price range, so if I can, I'll just slap them with the cheat code and start them on off. If I can't, stick to your budget. If companies really did that, that would be awesome. Put money in my pocket to help me live up to your standard. And this is the outside of what we slopped together. And I mean, literally, I made this house. I actually published it yesterday. I just didn't do any recordings of it. But I published the build, and probably took, let's say, about an hour and a half for those who seen the build from yesterday. On the weekends, I'm gonna try to go I'm gonna try to do the voiceovers for weekends. I'll do them through the week, but definitely for the weekends. And try to have a build or upgrade every weekend. So I'll hold that to me. That's just something I'm gonna try to do. I don't get that much free time. And once I do, I'd love to get lost in the world of Sims. Alright, we're entering in through the front door, and this is just a regular home style build. So, no foyer, unfortunately. So we're walking in, we're coming in, and the Birch family, they are having dinner. It looks like delicious hot dogs. Yum. And well, I was hoping, of course, this house has been stretched. Could have did a little mud room area here. I left that up for the Birches, and coat racks, shoes. And we're gonna do the free cam. Yeah, beautiful. And the dining room. So when you first come in, we're walking into the dining room. I love their doors. And to the left of me is the bathroom, I recall. Yep. This is what their bathroom is. Alright, pretty spacious. It gives more space than the regular Maxis Sims build. Um, Even though they really don't need, I'm thinking, I believe, but don't hold me to, like this one lane will be enough. And then you have things like right here and right here, let's say to the left and the right of you is walls. And they'll still be able to navigate through. Two people to just move over, but I like space, as I said earlier. So this is the cabinet that I'm saying. It's some way that you can configure the cabinets together, and you can come up with this beautiful glass cabinet here that I'm speaking about. Sorry about that, guys. But this right here, um, I never know how they do it, but there's ways you can configure the cabinets together, and it will have it looking like this. For those who are simians, you know, once you click on it, and let's say we're in build mode, you click on it and you want to alter the kitchen around a little bit, you will lose it unless you know how to configure the cabinets to get it back with this glass piece. You will lose it and it will turn back into a regular cabinet. So you kind of got to leave it where it is if you like the design, if you like the build. Leave it where it is because it will turn back to a regular cabinet. And if you don't know the configuring formula, there's the other cabinet. Oh, I love them. And you'll be stuck with the regular basic cabinets like the rest of us. Alright. Hello, guys. Alright, this is the little side area to go upstairs, but we're not ready for that yet. I'll show you the living room real quick. And these were just how I threw this together so fast. If you will watch the build yesterday that I did with no commentary, it'll show you these were already pre done rooms, and all I did is started with the land, just pretty much stacked the pre-built rooms on top of each other and configured the house after I had aligned the pre-built rooms to my likings. I only had to add about maybe 2 walls to make it all connect. And this is the house that we got. And I like to, I don't never go, I go in with an idea how I want it, but I never go in with a blueprint or a design. So I kind of like it that way because I like different shapes. I like the house to look different ways. And, that's how we got this configuration. It's like this little nook right here, this enclosure. It's just a freak planned, a freak result of this house being built. Um, and I like going. We call it freestyling. I like freestyling. Um, I love the houses. I love architectures. And sometimes you get some great architectures, freestyling, and also planning. But I'm not a real builder, so if I plan something, like I've planned to build a house a certain way, I've been trying to build me and American Dad home. Cause I do think it's so weird how their garage is in the front of their home, but on some shots it's not. And I'm like, it's weird. I wanted to build it, but I set forth to try to build that house, and like I said, I'm no builder, and it didn't come out close, not even close to what their house looked like. Even if I had a blueprint, I probably would not be able to stick to. And we're out here at the back door after just came out of our side and the back door entrance, and this is the side to go up to the second level. This was the dining room. This was that side corner that we peeked around just not too long ago before we exited out of the living room side door to this little barbecuing area. Alright, and let's see. Alright, my bad. We were upstairs and I didn't know it. We were upstairs and I didn't even know it. Alright, we're up on the second floor. And coming on up. Coming up on this is a 4-bedroom home. 2 baths. One of the bedrooms. Love that light above that bed. I wonder if I can't remember if it came that way, but if it's in all of the bedrooms, it most likely did. That's one of the bedrooms. And, the bedroom bills are pretty bedroom slash nursery. Okay, I don't think that's the same. The bedrooms are pretty much the same. I use the same pre-built builds for the bedrooms. I didn't do anything extra. Like I said, I was just throwing this house together so I can get this family moved and acquire their property in hopes of building another business. But I came to my senses yesterday and I'm like, well, I don't have another business in mind, so I want to hold off on bulldozing their house. Maybe some new Sims may move in with $40,000 and they can take over. And if they do, then I'll help them move on to bigger and better things. I'm a good mayor. And this is the reason why I don't like thin hallways. She barely had a room. And that's the Birch starter. She's kind of a biggin', but no biggie. We still love her and respect her the same. This fella's pretty rude. He's still in his work uniform, but someone's clearly in bed, and we're gonna get out of here. No, they're gonna be too happy of waking up. Do them a little computer area right here. Me, I like rooms. I'm not an open concept type of person. I like rooms. So, I have a computer room in my house. I have a workout room. Everything's room. And, yeah, so this was the Birch house that we quickly threw together. And, thank the Birch family for letting us do this walkthrough. And, catch us. There's going to be a part 2. We will be doing another walkthrough here of the restaurant. We're going to do the restaurant walkthrough and go from there. I love this build right here. How this stretches out and this comes out so far. I love that architecture. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow.